So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone, the excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the through ball. He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Towering header! Japan are looking to go forward now. And there's the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. And a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Gigi Buffon, pretty pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Mateus, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, some astute defending there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Messi! Oh, nice! Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Cruyff quietly revving up. And Messi! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And it's Messi. Cruyff.
Oh, really well played.
Thinks about the shot. Tries a shot! Goal! Japan! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Time and again they are repelled.
That's going in strongly.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mateus has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. Hullet! Ruud Hullet! That is just a piece of art! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Japan! And they're back in front. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Japan have their lead. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Just 5 minutes left until the break. No way through. Played into space. And he's straight offside. And that has left him in a heap. Looking to play him in. Quality ball. Mateus. And here's Messi. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it's hit the post. It's a goal. They are purring, truly purring. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And here's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Cafu shows great strength. And the whistle goes for half-time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
So, into the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's cut it out. Ronaldinho is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Gattuso threads one in. It's Ibrahimovic! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Tries to play it through, engages and forces him off the ball. Mateus. And it's Cruyff. It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho going after that. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And he's well positioned here. Mateus. Bout of passing here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Japan visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Now it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's run loose here. Knocks it into space. A probing pass. Pepe cuts out the pass. Well, they've got it again. And it's Messi. Cruyff. Great vision. Gattuso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Messi! And the keeper read that really well.
Messi clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Pepe gets over and intercepts. Beckham. Now, can they get him away? That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Messi. In with the challenge. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement. It's Ibrahimovic! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10.
The two coaches
Messi.
are signalling changes
Number
here, both at the
5.
same time.
Gullit. Number 19.
Poorly directed kick from the
Beckham.
keeper, he's given it away.
Number 22. Ronaldinho.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Coming on the
Well
field.
played, that has
Number
snuffed out the
24.
danger.
Toure.
And here's Bale.
Number 15. Frank Lampard.
Arsenal
Number 8.
still have the cards to affect this game.
Number 21. Bale.
Pull it.
Substitution.
Ibrahimovic. Lampard. That is a great pick out. Decent shot! It's bounced back off the post. Gattuso. Ibrahimovic looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. He's a sharp little ball here. Roberto Baggio. Baggio makes a move down the right. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! Gerrard. That's been cut out, well played. That's a look and place it forward. And no, that was never going to make it. Varane calmly anticipates. That has not gone well. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Bale. Ibrahimovic. And he was alert to it. Roberto Baggio. Now he's got space here. Always onto this. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 6.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Been indicated.
Gattuso. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's Azar. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Scholes gets flagged offside. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like... Shot at goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Gattuso! And it's hoisted clear. Oh, shooting chance! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Pele. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's intervened well there. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, well measured. And he's in on goal! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, no joy this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Pele. Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Carlos with a definite foul there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Might want to be careful there.
That is very well defended. Great vision. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. It's a threatening ball. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Vincent Kompany. He's such a complete central defender, physically dominant, very tough in the tackle, and a fierce competitor. He's also an excellent leader and organiser, and he'll contribute to their all-round defensive game. The opposition forwards might be in for a tough time here.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aimed beyond the defence. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Think through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Kompany has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That has ended up in no man's land. That's rather hopeful. And that was precious close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. That pass has been... He's having a shot! Probing pass. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Hullet. And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Pele. Chance for a shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
For Japan, after 34
first breakthrough.
minutes is
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball. And this is Pele. Rafael Varane gives no quarter whatsoever. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played into space. Gattuso. Ronaldinho. That has been cut short. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Threads one. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Toure is there, and he can pick it up. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Pull it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's very disappointing, it has to be said. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Arsenal
Hello,
unable to get back
this
onto
is
level
a
terms before half-time.
children's
They trail
announcement.
1-0.
With the father of a boy in
It's
the
been a
green
pretty
backpack,
tepid
kindly
display.
contact a
They'll want to
nearby
use
member
this
of
break
staff.
wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
You can run onto that. Company is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Can he finish? He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Knocks it into space. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Hullet. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Hullet is wide and looking to get onto this. Cannavaro. So we've reached the hour mark. Well read, nice interception. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And this is Hullet. Hullet. Oh, important interception. Hullet. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, well measured, well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos. And that pass isn't the best. Gattuso. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Cruyff. Done delicately. And they win it back again. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Gullit. And smartly reclaimed. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the finish! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 15.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change. Japan find a position of real strength now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Number 11.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries to play it through.
Gattuso. Number 22, Ronaldinho. Number 10,
Gullit.
Messi.
Now it's
Number
Pelé.
6,
And that has left him in a heap.
number 21,
Gattuso,
Bale.
the man that is tenacity personified. Gullit. Takes aim, and there's the header! And there's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is a glory. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, crossbar! That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that could set him on his way. He's all alone. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the... Ronaldinho! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Can he get on the end of this? And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
And here's Ronaldinho. Looking for the run.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. And he was quick to react.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Gullit. Gullit! And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in every...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Brazil.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His performance against Madrid's other team was just stunning, especially when you look back that they played him 6 times the previous season and didn't win once. So he just took them apart with his usual ruthless efficiency.
Now that's well seen too. That's been cut out, well played. Ronaldinho. Vitinha calmly anticipates. Oh, just skips past his man. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Benatia threads one in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help them.
It's Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ronaldinho is there to clear. He's gone for goal! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's run loose here. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. He's had it taken off him. That has been cut short. Maradona charging forward, the ball at his feet. Forlan. He's having a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's a searching pass. Caught offside that time. And he skips past his man. Now he's running away. Oh, great Maradona! That has not worked out as planned.
Maradona might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Great vision. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Knocks it into space. He's on it. Can he? It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has not gone well. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Brazil really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's had it nicked away. Ferdinand. Now it's Luis Suarez. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Forlan. Just Forlan! Beckham. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Forlan, and this is Maradona. Roberto Carlos. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now.
Arsenal coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. That gets us going once more.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's Ronaldinho! A wonderful effort all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
He's found a way through. Now the cross. Czech deals with that, nice and simple.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Maradona! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Maradona is offering a right smile there.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Neatly clipped into space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ferdinand. Arsenal still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Can he get on the end of this? Bergomi, a picture of focus and alertness. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Can he get it through? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Yaya Toure! He doesn't look too happy with that. No way through there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Ronaldinho. Maradona. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, he'd used up all his chances, hadn't he, Peter? I mean, he was never going to get away with that one. Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Forlan having a look.
Well, he can produce power, precision and deception, so he's not short on options.
No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Nicely shaped ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? Luis Suarez. Chance! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shot a goal! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Searching pass he's played there. This might spell danger. Beckham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played into space. Lampard. Now he's got space here. Cannavaro makes the interception. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Played back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Arsenal could have here their final chance.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Ibrahimovic. Number 19. Beckham.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Toure. Number 15. Frank Lampard. Coming on the field. Number 23.
Looking for the run. And this is Luis Suarez. Big chance! And there's a goal! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Brazil really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. He's shifting through the gears here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then.
There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
It's got to be Nielsen, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, very much the quintessential Brazilian winger of vintage mould, I would say, and I'm sure he'll prove very productive.
And he's got so much pace, hasn't he? And all of those tricks.
The fact that he can play on both wings as well is a really important factor.
Rafinha gets into a good position. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Benatia plays it long. And this is Bale. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Big chance! Oh, the ball, in he goes again. And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to thread one through. He's had a shot! No, just not quite.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Haaland. Mbappe! Mbappe is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. This might spell danger. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in... There's the shot! Lampard. Bale. And he was quick to react. Beckham. It's a really well-measured ball. Beckham. And this is Beckham. It's bounced back off the post. Bale. Ronaldinho. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Ibrahimovic! It's Lampard! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
3-0 and things are starting to... Great chance! Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Adams. And they win it back again. Looking for options for movement. Tries from distance. Danielson. Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Danielson, and he welcomes it in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's an imaginative pass. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Beckham. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Company cuts out the pass. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Beckham. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bale. Ronaldinho. Beckham. In towards the back. He leaps for it! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That looks a decent ball. Played out towards the right wing. Rafinha picks it up out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo. That has not gone well. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Arsenal clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, Gerard, será sustituido por el dorsal 18.
So, into the second half. Ronaldo receives it in a wide position. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Beckham. Crosses it in here. And that's the keeper's ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Beckham. Rafinha. Nicely spread. Now it's Olise. No, that's been intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham. Now it's Haaland. Oh, super find. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Lampard. That's been cut out. Well played. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Arsenal gloriously greedy. 3 up and looking for more. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Lampard. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Olise. No, again there's no way through. Now, can they get him away? Beckham. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Benatia gets across to intercept that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Opts for safety, not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Rafinha. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
More and more pressure on the ball here, and it's Ibrahimovic. Desai makes the interception. Rijkaard. Spread it left. Looking for the run. Rafinha is in a really good position. Oh, great leap! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Olise has it in a wide position. That has ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Delivered across. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe. And it's been given away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's found support out wide. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Bale. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. He's given the time to pick a pass. Rafinha. Desai demonstrating his defensive quality there. Adams. Aimed beyond the defence. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Rafinha puts a cross in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Bale. Arsenal are closing in on a comfortable win. Olise in acres of space out wide.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Arsenal making further changes here and in quick succession. Desai calmly anticipates. Rafinha. There's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! And there's a goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Rijkaard. Here's Haaland. Now it's Olise. He's picked his way through. Haaland. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. Yamal. And that is that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Arsenal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up play...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. This ended up in no man's land. Now it's Llorente. That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Kessié.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pinches it off him. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Kessié. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Getting up there! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Llorente, and he's been shifted off it. Llorente is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He won't be happy with that one. He's chosen to go back, and he's in on goal, and the shot! Superb from Dembele! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's had it taken off him. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That has not gone well. Lampard never out of the action for very long. Has a look and plays it forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's run loose here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's not an especially good pass, that. Llorente.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Gerrard. And the finish! Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Yamal. And they're quick to get it back. Di Lorenzo. Tries to play it through. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Yamal. Now he's got space here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He has found the way through. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Half-time getting close now. And he's intervened well there. Yamal. Well, that pass isn't the best. Always goal side. Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish. been looking for. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast...
And the shot! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that is the end of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
This is a Lost Children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information centre?
And we get things going again. 45 minutes to change their fate. Beckham. And the ball is out of play. No way through there. Di Lorenzo. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Llorente. Zabani. Kessié. Pass somewhat off target. Dembele. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gerrard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's an excellent interception.
Suarez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Shevchenko. He can run onto that. He is through here. Yamal! It's a goal! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Barcelona are having a ball here. And he welcomes it in. That's the keeper's ball. Bastoni. Roberto Carlos, a player of legendary status. Space for him to turn and look. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Llorente. Yamal. And no, that was never going to make it. Dembele. Fermin. Oh, well measured. Lampard makes the interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kessié. Oh, it's Dembele. That's a throw.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 23, Suarez. Coming on the field is number 14, Kane.
Zabani. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's a cute ball. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Looking for the run. Zabani gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos. That's destined for the flank. He can run onto that. And it's Llorente. Knocks it out wide. And here's Roberto. Chance! And it's come back out to him. Oh, terrific save.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 6.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Toure. Coming on the field. Number 8. Gattuso. Number 2. Belletti.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a pretty loose pass. Arsenal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 15.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Coming on to replace him is number 5.
Llorente.
Gullit.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Beckham, the most accurate pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Gattuso. Gullit. Oh, nicely intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. Nice interception, well timed. Llorente. And now the breakaway. Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. Look at the space here. Yep, shot, surely! Goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And he's done it again. He's got... And time is up. Arsenal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. So, Jim, what would you say are the main strengths of this formation?
The fact that it's easy to dominate the midfield using the two advanced midfielders to find those spaces in and around the area, which will force your opponents back. This is helped further by the fact that you're also limiting their capacity to play through you. And I would say it's probably more a cautious move than an attacking move.
Great challenge, time to perfection. Now it's Ribery. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Big chance! Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
So the game's first chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Kimmich is offering a wry smile there.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Oh, this looks sharp. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Now it's Yamal. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Ronaldinho. Great ball if he can get there. Tries to play it through. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And they've got a throw. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That'll be a corner. The Netherlands have their third corner. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Ronaldinho. Well read, nice interception. Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. Varane cuts it out. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Ronaldinho. Rodri. Messi. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Real chance! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit more dramatic when the frame of the goal plays its part.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. Shoots! Goal, the Netherlands! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. The Netherlands have their lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's a sharp little ball here. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pacho. And Jamal. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ribery. Now it's Mbappe. Company makes the interception. And he's straight offside. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And it's corner. The Netherlands get their 4th corner. Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Ribery clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. And that is expertly dealt with. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Messi. He is through here. Good ball, good take. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Bullet. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
To the screen for information
and we are up to the break.
Police.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we get things going again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's made its way to him. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply. Kimmich. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's on it. Can he get away? And Beckham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's managed to get free. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mbappe! And a neat finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty.
He's having a hit! Gabriel, pressing high and with purpose. And it's Ribéry.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Gerrard. Now it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Rodri. Oh, well measured. Now it's Ribéry. Messi. He has found the way through. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a lucky 7th corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. Ribéry. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's heaved it away. And that's a throw-in. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Gabriel. Rafinha. And it's Ribéry. And it's been played through. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Messi. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Ronaldinho, who's set up 1 goal so far. Gabriel. Saliba. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's going wide left. And that's been won straight back. Ronaldinho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Half an hour gone in the second half. Spread out to the left. Now it's Rafinha. And this is Messi. And he's gone backward here. Oh, that's nice. Ribéry. And Ribéry! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, the corners keep on coming. This is their 8th of the game now. This looks promising. That's a sharp pass. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Ibrahimovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he finish? And it's there! It's all becoming so easy.
After 82 minutes.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Kylian Mbappe.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Substitution in progress.
The Netherlands visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Messi. Messi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. The Netherlands clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Rafinha picks it up out wide. He's found a way through. Big chance! It's in! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that is that. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Opportunity to pay a visit to our official
Your
store
final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against Arsenal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched... Haaland! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry and great confidence.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now that's well seen too. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Haaland. And that is a little undercooked. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. Look at this real chance! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Garcia gets it away. Caught offside that time. No, that's been intercepted. Romero promptly onto that, and that is that. Partey, lovely pass, but can he get there? Haaland finds himself offside. And the keeper's given it away. And the through ball. Takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Threads one in, tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. And now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
He's in one-on-one. Great chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Serginho. He's found a way through. Cross in, looks like a good one. Pass somewhat off target. And he's intervened well there. And this is Adriano. Shevchenko takes a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Shevchenko deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Port genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Luis Suarez! And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting better and better.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
No, it's come to nothing. Threads one in. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Raya claims it, safe hands. Some resolute defending there, nicely spread. And he goes cross-field. Zanetti. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's picked his way through. Serginho's cross, towering header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Xavi Alonso. Ibrahimovic. Yamal. Caught offside that time.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
So no flag here. Oh, well played, well played. Just about within shooting range. Not a bad try by any means.
Yaya Toure just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Played into space, and he cuts out the supply. And he was quick to react. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Gerrard. Knocks it into space. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Good chance here! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Rafael Varane. And this is Shevchenko. In with the challenge. Can he get on the end of this? Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Looking to play him in. Now that's well seen too. And here's Shevchenko. Lampard. And no, that was never going to make it. Benatia cuts out the pass. And here's the chance to counter. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Shevchenko going after that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely intercepted. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's looking wide. Oh, that's well spotted. Zanetti kept... And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Just a
So
quick
I think the manager has to resist change
We're
at
about
this
to
stage.
announce today's lottery numbers.
Arsenal
Please watch the
firmly
screen
in
if you have a
control
ticket.
at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. The second period is underway. Short changes him with that pass. And this is Adriano. Well, they've got it again. Shot could... He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Port with the corner, there first. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Probing pass. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. Luis Suarez, they're urging... And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's having a hit! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for the run. That is good alertness. Shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mateus, that has been cut short. He's through here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Big and the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it this time, surely! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Xavi Alonso and Mateus. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
It's a promising position. Serginho's cross. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. And that is a little undercooked. Tries to... Shot, surely! And it's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So could they be onto something here? He's got plenty of space out wide here. He has found the way through. Oh, this looks sharp. Benatia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Messi, substitution in progress.
That's going up front in a hurry. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spread out to the left.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Serge Gnabry. Number 18, Shevchenko. Coming on the field,
Ibrahimovic.
number 22.
Can he get it through? Messi. The ball goes in. Port claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 2 then. That's a sharp pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Aims beyond the defence. And it's played... He leaps for it! And no mistake! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 76 minutes.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Port now just needing one.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Pele, and this is Ibrahimovic, and the through ball. It's Pele! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture book goal.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and an even quicker feet.
Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Ibrahimovic. That has not gone well. And he's well positioned here. Tries to play it through. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
After 86 minutes is number 19, Pele. Substitution.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually. Great chance! Great vision. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Dembele. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Van Dijk couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Suarez. And here's Ibrahimovic. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And this is Dembele. He can run onto that.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gerrard gets a foot in here. Dink through. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played into space. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence. No, that's been intercepted. Yamal. Yamal. Looking to play him in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely weighted ball.
France really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now that's well seen too. Yamal, pass somewhat off target, looking for the run. Neymar receives it in a wide position. He's found a way through. Ibrahimovic, lobbed in behind. Can he spark a counter here? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Suarez going forward. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And again they run up against stubborn defending. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, easy pickings there. Rodri. Tries to pass it through. Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. McAllister puts them all in.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Zanetti. He's beaten the last man. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And we have our very first corner. Yamal! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. That's a sharp pass. And it's lofted through here. Lampard. And this is Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! France are back on level terms. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, you can blame some suspect defensive positioning for that set of circumstances, and they were just left with little choice.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, I think this is definitely one of...
Dembele! And again! Goal! France! And the comeback is complete! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Le numéro 2.
And that is indeed the final act. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Yamal. No, he's not going to get any further than that. De Ligt cuts out the pass. That's been cut out, well played. Now he's got space here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good ball over the top. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Le numéro 18.
France now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
De Ligt calmly anticipates. Zanetti. The pass has gone astray. But that has not gone well. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Knocks it into space. Alisson gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been slipped through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the pass is intercepted. France have it back and can go again. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. That's an imaginative pass. Nice looking ball. Cleared away. Rodri. Ibrahimovic. And he's intervened well there. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Can he get on the end of this? And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. It's a pretty loose pass. He's gone for goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Dembele demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away.
Oh, good line! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Now it's Luis Suarez, defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 18, Neymar. Le numéro 21, le
And
numéro
he's there
2,
to belt it away.
place, le numéro 80, Ronaldinho. Le numéro 13, le numéro 4.
And it's Gerrard. Corner number 2 then. And a header! And yes, it's there! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehand behind that one.
So could they be onto something here? Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass. Lampard might just make this. Dani Olmo. Well, that pass isn't the best. Probing pass. And they're back on the ball again. And he's got the beating of his man. Now, can they get him away? Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He steps in and that's the end of that. He has a look up. France needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. Ooh, delicate chip through.
De temps additionnel.
Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Dijk, tidy with his distribution. He'll try to keep this alive. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Your reflections then, Jim?
Arsenal desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.